What's up, everybody? You're very welcome. It's Saturday night. This is the Anfield Agenda. I'm your host, Craig, and if we win tomorrow, the Reds will go back on top of the Premier League. Although Manchester City will have a game in hand, but I'm going with points on the board and all that stuff. Any excuse to be positive, any excuse to talk about the Reds possibly going back top of the league, it'll do with me. We'll talk about tomorrow's game, we'll talk about formations, we'll talk about score predictions, we'll talk about the FA Cup, we will talk about whatever it is you wonderful people want to talk about. Because as I always say, guys, this Late Night Agenda is your show. You give us the topics, we just go through them and talk with you and see how everyone's feeling. Right, let me go into the chat. There's lots of people in already. How are we? Andrew Roberts' biggest fan, Elite Martial, Phenomenal Empire, V.A. Van Dyke, Tom Boland, Joshua Hoy, who else have we got? Scotty, Paul Turner, and anybody else that I've missed. Every night when I come in, there's more of my names. Jaden O'Connor, Scotty99, Alan Tomlinson, Darren Young, Calvin Liu, Yiber, how are we? Joshua Hoy, Roberto is in as well, Tristan is in, Gary's in, October's in, Tom Connolly's in, Ethan's in. My goodness, I'm so sorry. There's just too many names to keep up with. This used to be a lot easier. Back when we were a smaller channel, this shit used to be a lot easier to get on with. Guys, how are you? Ollie's at the wheel. Ollie's at the fucking wheel. Just a shame that he's drunk at the wheel or that the wheels are falling off. Let's all take a moment here to reflect at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's failure. It's fucking great. Let's have a little laugh here at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. All the Manchester United fans, and we do have some in the chat, so we want to be somewhat respectful. Yeah, shit's getting real now, motherfuckers. The honeymoon's over. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has taken you out of the FA Cup. He's lost at Arsenal in the league. He's about to go out of the Champions League to Manchester or to Barcelona as well. Oh, shit's getting real, motherfuckers. Shit's getting real. Manchester City getting their usual little helping hand through against Swansea as well. And you know what? You probably expected me to be fuming over the Manchester City thing, folks. You probably expected me to come on here and rant about it. I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a shiny shit. The longer they stay in that competition, the more minutes they have to play, the more games in their legs. Absolutely better to them. All I care about is the Premier League and the Champions League. If they're going to get these poxy penalties and lucky offside goals, let them have it in the FA Cup. I don't care about the FA Cup. It's not relevant to us. We're not in it. We've been knocked out of it already. Right, Craig, when do we play next? Tomorrow, Martin. Tomorrow. 2:15, Fulham away, Craven Cottage. The chance to go back on top of the Premier League. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be great, isn't it? Up against Markovic, up against Babel. Yeah, the elite of the Premier League. Hence the reason for Virgil van Dijk laughing. Hence the reason for the ha 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 in the thumbnail tonight. Good luck. I'm in great form tonight. I hope you're all doing really well. Wolves rip United at Liverpool Football Club. Ollie's at the wheel. Tell me, how does it feel? Fucking shit's got real. That's how it feels. My family just heard that they looked away, said Joseph Salinger, dad. Whoopsies. Who's afraid of the big bad Wolves? Do you know what? In fairness, the Wolves are a damn fine side. They really are. Nuno has them well drilled. Connor Cody has them tough at the back. Look, they're a very good team. It's no embarrassment for a club, the richest club in the world, the second richest club in the world, to go out to pour out little old Wolves. Nothing embarrassing about that. Nothing at all. Ollie's at the wheel. It's all good. Craig, can you believe they said Shaw was better than Robbo? To be fair, Shaw's a good defender. I love Robbo. Of course I love Robbo. Shaw has won me over a little bit this season, I have to say. I've been one to slag him off a bit. I'm taking Robbo every day of the week over Shaw, if I'm being honest. But look, Shaw is a decent defender. It's not help. The Premier League referees getting the flog from Championship clubs. I don't know what that one's about. Who won United versus Wolves? Wolves won 2-1. Yeah, Wolves won 2-1. Brilliant. Can Markovic play against us? I'm still confused. Yes, I believe he can, October. We cancelled his contract, if memory serves correct, so that he could go and sign for Wolves. But he's still only signed on a 6-month contract. I'm fairly sure that's the case. He signed a 6-month deal with Wolves, or not with Wolves, with Fulham, after we cancelled his contract. Jimenez's quality for Wolves, said Furno. He's a decent player, mate. There's a lot of good, honest, hard-working players in that Wolves team. What can we take it easy? 3 points, absolutely imperative. Tomorrow, says got cool. Indeed it is. Dirty Girls in the house. How are you, my friend? Can you give me a shout out, Craig? Myron Hodges, how are you? Welcome. Of course I can give you a shout out, mate. If I cannot shout anybody out, I always try. Welcome to the chat, buddy. How are you, Craig? Asked Luke McDonald. I'm tickety boo, buddy, tickety boo. Looking forward to the Reds being back in action tomorrow. It's St. Patrick's weekend, or Paddy's weekend, or Paddy's Day, whatever you want to call it over here in Ireland. I'm not one for going out on the piss, so for me, Paddy's Day is going to be about Liverpool taking on Fulham, hopefully putting 3 points on the board before this nonsense international break that not one of us give a shit about. Hope you all, except for Craig, can die in a fire. That's fucking lovely, Stephen. That's a lovely way of starting the chat tonight. Hope all of you, except for Craig, can die in a fire. Come on, mate. You're better than that. I don't know if you're upset or pissed off or something about a result today, but come on, buddy. No need to be saying that to people. Hey everybody, how are you all? Louise, how are you, my friend? Great to see you in the chat again. Hope you're keeping well. Hope Stephen's treating you well. Craig Weston, how are we, buddy? Barcelona must be crying with laughter, said Sonia Ruiz. They're shitting themselves, I'm sure now. Oh, sure, Pogba. They're only shitting themselves to come up against Paul Pogba. Sure, wasn't he just marvellous again today, proving why he's the best midfielder in the world? Oh, no, I took it. I have to be honest. I took a little look-see at the United stand when the second goal went in, and I don't know if Mark just plain old refused to change the score or if he forgot about it, but understandably they weren't too happy over there, as you can say. There you go. It's when they got further in the cup than we did, so we can look at it one of two ways. I can point and laugh at them, which I'm going to do because I'm a Liverpool fan. That's what I'm built to do. Or I can say they got further in the cup than us. I'm going to go for option A. I'm going to point and laugh. Markovic thing, it's so fitting for a player like Markovic till October. How are you doing, Craig? I'm very good, thank you, Bank Tank. Fulham are going to be fighting. Hope Liverpool don't underestimate them. You can't underestimate anybody, mate. You're right. In the Premier League, you really can't. It's on paper we should beat them, but the Premier League is not played on paper. And as you rightly said, buddy, we have to go into this with the right mindset. Who's ready for Liverpool versus Barcelona in the semi-finals? This guy. I'm definitely ready for that one. Arsenal fan here. I want Liverpool to win the league. Can't stand City and the oil money, said JM. Mate, thank you for coming in and saying that, because it pisses me off that opposition fans want that cheating shower of bastards to win the league. And when I say cheating, I don't mean Pep Guardiola and the players, apart from Raheem Sterling diving around today. I honestly have nothing against the manager or the squad. It's the way the club's run that annoys me about it. The manager does his thing. He asks for players he's told yes or no. He coaches them and the players show up and do their thing. For me, it's got nothing to do with them whatsoever. So whenever you hear me talking about Manchester City and my disdain for them, it isn't against the manager and the players, because they're just employees. Wolves are giant killers, said Pragmaverts. They're a damn fine side, to be fair. They're punching above where a club like Wolves should have been, but they've got massive investment. They've got good Portuguese backing behind them. They have a very good manager in there. They have a good squad, and they've got a scouser at the heart of their defence. What more do you want? What have we got? Bank. Nobody wants you to die in a fire. You okay? Somebody did say earlier on, die in a fire. I want you all except Craig to die in a fire. There you go. I mean, somebody's a little bit touchy today. No, tell that Sabrina Holdenberg to shut the fuck up, will you? Hello, I'm a big fan of the channel. Any chance of a shout out? No, shut the fuck up. If you don't stop Mrs. Holden, you'll be banned from the channel. How dare you? Who do you think you are? You swear you own this channel the way you're going on, love. I hope people realise that's my wife that I'm slagging off there, and they just don't think I'm being mean to some random lady that popped into the chat. But did they try and stay in the cup though? Only two of us starting 11 playing. Don't know what that's about. Hey Craig, I have a feeling United will beat Barcelona. No, they won't. They really won't. No, they really won't, mate. Have you seen the state of that United team? There's no way they're beating Barcelona over two legs. They hung on against us. We should have battered them at Old Trafford. We didn't. We didn't take our chances. That was our own problem. We beat them at Anfield. They're very, very basic. What else have we got? Congratulations on hitting the 10,000 mark. Keep it up. Thank you, Louise. Thank you very much. 42 subs would be delicious, Red Hulk, mate. It really would. It really would be really nice if people want to hit that subscribe button, help us grow that bit more. That would be very much appreciated. Guys, a couple of things. All of you that have been with us from the start know I often say, please do subscribe to the channel. Please do drop a like on the stream. One thing I've never asked anybody to do, and I don't know why or how I've forgotten about this, it just goes to show my stupidity and naivety. Please do share the stream. So as you can see underneath, you'll see a link, and you'll see Facebook, Twitter, all that type of stuff. Please do share the stream and let other people know. So if you've got a Twitter account, a Facebook account, just copy that link or hit the icons underneath and share the stream and try and get more people over to watch us. That would be absolutely brilliant if you could do that. I didn't even ever think of that. That's how naive, as I said, I am, and stupid in this stuff. Love the title, Craig. Thank you, Hassan. Connor again. You know, I like to try and take credit for some things, buddy, but I keep telling you, I'm not the brains behind this operation. I really wish I was, but I certainly amn't. Will us playing tomorrow give us the edge, do you think? Oh, absolutely, right, absolutely. If we win. If we get the 3 points on the board tomorrow, it would be massive for us. It really would, because it'll give us a 2 point lead over City. Look, City will have a game in hand, and if they win that, they're back on top. There's no arguing about that. But let's put it this way. Do you remember when we had a game in hand at Manchester City? The media were very quick to remind us all that that game in hand was against Manchester United. Well, guess who their game in hand is against? It's against Manchester United at Old Trafford. So let's see if the media put the same type of pressure on Manchester City. And look, if anybody thinks that Manchester City are going to go through the rest of this league without dropping points, I think you're very much mistaken. They're just about scraping through games. They were playing against a fucking championship team today in the cup, and yes, they had no Aguero and they had no Sterling in the starting 11. But other than that, it was a pretty damn strong team, and they just about scraped through with the help of a dive from Raheem Sterling, a shitty refereeing decision, and another shitty decision for the offside goal. I really couldn't give a fuck about the FA Cup because it doesn't concern us, but I'm just using it to make the point that they're hardly blowing teams away. They're hardly going out there and being their fluent best. They are going to drop points. It's as simple as that. We need to be right up their asses, and we need to make sure that we're breathing down the back of their fucking neck every time they start to have a little stutter. Yeah, it'll get to them. They've got the FA Cup now. They've got the Champions League ladder stages to go. They've got us coming down their neck in the league. They've got more league games than us coming up over the international or after the international break as well. Yeah, let's put the pressure on. Let's put the pressure on. United were so arrogant on the United stand, said the ref, and I just watched for a second when they went 2-0 down. I just wanted to treat myself to looking at some miserable Manx, mate, so I did pop over and just have a little look, just for a minute. You know I love Mark and all that. You know he's a lovely guy, but come on. As if I'm not going to have a bit of fun when United are losing. Liverpool beat City convincingly last season. Liverpool didn't get to the final by luck. Absolutely, Pragmaverts. Absolutely, pal. I shared a few times. Thank you, Ella. See, it's good to know, mate, that there are people, you know, keeping an eye out for me. I should be doing this shit. I should be asking people to do it. But thankfully, people like yourself, Ella, top-notch people, are doing it for me. Larry Leach, how about sharing by running the stream at a pub? I think that's a damn good idea, Larry. I think that's a fine idea, my friend. Everybody buy a drink. Everybody buy 2 drinks. Make sure to buy lots of salty snacks if you're in that pub. Lots of salty snacks. Get them points down. You have a short. Treat yourself. Goal scorers tomorrow, asked Robert Milliken. Oh, it has to be Salah, doesn't it? It has to be Mo. Mo has to score tomorrow. Good day podcast. How are you, my friend? I thought it was a red card too. Do you know what? I think it was fair that was a yellow. It was a late challenge. I don't go with the studs up challenge. He did go through him. I think yellow was probably fair on that one. Seeing Markovic in a Fulham shirt brings a tear to my eye, said Will. A tear of laughter, I hope, Will. I'm sure it is a tear of laughter, mate. Right, so a little bit of uncertainty around Sadio Mane ahead of the Reds game of Fulham tomorrow. The Mirror reported Sadio didn't take part in training on Friday. Klopp said nothing, actually. Not that I've seen. I think he'll be okay. I'm hoping he'll be okay. Let's just wait and see what happens. Anybody have any more on this? Anybody hear anything extra on Sadio? Something I've missed out on? Penalty was no penalty and an offside goal. Said cool. Both spot on, mate. Sorry I'm late, Craig. Was just over trolling the United stand. That's okay, Liam. You've got work to do, buddy. I understand. I don't understand what's the meaning behind the title, but it's making me laugh. I have no fucking idea. Don't know either. I think it's Van Dijk supposed to be laughing at the state of Markovic and Babel. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Let's go with that. Can we play United to break? Can we pay United? Excuse me, to break Aguero's ankles? That's not nice, David. We don't want to wish injuries on any players. I'm all one for joking and taking the piss, and I know you're only having fun as well, buddy. But we don't want to be wishing injuries on players. The new Alex Ferguson was Moyes, then Turtle, Maureen, and now it's the choir boy. I'm hoping the refs will turn off City because they know they dive and cheat. It's... How weird is it that in the FA Cup quarter-finals there's only VAR on Premier League grounds? It does seem a little bit odd, particularly when there was VAR in Swansea Stadium last season, somebody was saying. Pogba at the start of the tunnel looked as if he did not want to be there. He thinks he's above United. He's probably still fucking celebrating his birthday. Wasn't he 26 yesterday? And Sky did a little thing on him saying 26 stats on Paul Pogba for his 26th birthday. Not like they're up his arse or anything like that. Not at all, no. You get that for every player, sure. No, you don't. Did you hear Mane is injured? Just went through that one, buddy. Liverpool will definitely be Fulham tomorrow, said John. I think so as well, John, mate. MUFC Gamer said, I'm fucking fuming. Our best chance of a trophy, putting a spineless performance. Every player hand in wages. I watched the game from start to finish, mate, and you didn't, as you rightly say, it was a terrible performance. United really didn't deserve anything for it. Wolves deserved it. They were sharper all over the field. They had the better chances. I don't think you can argue that they didn't show up, but other than that, it was just poor from United, mate. Man United lost to Wolves, said KSI number one battle. Indeed they did. Wolves in the semi-final. So who is it now that are in the semi-final? City, Wolves, Watford, and then it's possibly Brighton after tomorrow, depending on how that one goes. If Mane doesn't play, then I think Origi will replace Mane for the game, said Jersey Boy. What does everybody else think actually on that one? If Sadio for some reason or another doesn't make it, who do we want to take that place? Or do we switch systems perhaps? Good news, Mane has travelled, said Prez Salah, which is indeed good news. Thank you for that one, buddy. Will Shaqiri play if Sadio can't play tomorrow, Craig? I would say no. Scotty, I'd a guess, mate, but of course it's just a guess. I think if he doesn't play, I don't know what to say here. Origi maybe, as somebody suggested. But let's just wait and see what happens. Hopefully Sadio does make it. Craig, they just didn't see him in the pictures. Nothing about injury. Good. That's better. That's better than I'd heard. Crosby Red is in the house. How are you, my friend? Time for Ole to get a bike because the wheels are obviously broken. Mane was given the day off by the boss after his star display of music. Lovely. That's music to my ears, ladies and gents. Thank you for clearing that one up. Blake, I'm good, thank you, buddy. If this league title goes to the last match, we'll be dancing with Wolves. It's giving me anxiety. Yeah, look, if it does, and it is the last game of the season, Wolves will not be an easy game. I'm hoping that they're on the beach at that point, but with looking at Nuno and looking at the type of character he is, I don't think he'll let his players take a day off or wind down. I really think I'm gonna go again there. I really think we will hit full throttle tomorrow or from now on, said Claire. Klopp has been patiently waiting for this point of the season. So positive. Wolves 3, Man United 1. It was 2-1, wasn't it? I'm sure it was 2-1. Can't wait for Man City versus Juventus semi-final. Wait for the Flash, Costa, Dybala, Ronaldo and Allegri to destroy City. What do you reckon, Roberto? Juventus Liverpool final. What do you think, mate? What you fancying that one, or do you want Barcelona perhaps? But Lallana gets the start, to Craig Weston. Put Lallana up front, to Darren Dirks. Sturridge, said Neil Anthony. Do you know what? I've got to be honest. As much of a fan as I've been of Daniel Sturridge throughout his career, and I think he's finished. I wouldn't start him again for Liverpool for the rest of the season, if I'm being honest. But that's just my opinion. I play Origi over him every single time. Do you reckon would have been better for us if City got knocked out or they went through? Today, go through. Always go through. The more games they can play, the better, Luke. Pawson is wank, said Cahill. No argument here. Is it Cahill or is it Coltle? I always say Cahill. It's probably Coltle. Sorry, mate. We were much better at Man United, said Big Wolves fan 23. Indeed you were. All over the field, mate. And thoroughly deserved the victory. Wicked that Mane travelled. Confirm my thoughts that he was just being rested. Get in, said Claire. Why can't Camacho, Woodburn or Jones play against Fulham? Bored of seeing Origi or Lallana. Bored of seeing Origi or Lallana. I don't get your point there, mate. I think it's just a trust thing maybe with the manager LJW, that he knows what he's going to get from Lallana. And Origi's a bit more I suppose seasoned. We are getting to the serious point of the season, or whatever you want to call it, squeaky bum time, should I get off the pot time, full duck or no dinner time, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So maybe that's it, I don't know. What's this about Mane? I'm late on here, sorry to get you to repeat yourself. No problem at all, Paul. It seems like everything's fine. It seems like he's travelled and he was given a day off by the manager. If Liverpool could increase the goal difference, that'll be good, said Pragmaverts. My Manx buddies have retreated into their shells again. I won't see them for weeks now, said Craig Weston. I'm still Ollie in all the way. Who was Ollie out as a moron after a few defeats, said MUFC Gamer. Well, look, they haven't given him the contract yet either, mate. And I think that's quite clever from the higher ups at Manchester United. Craig, what's so funny? Oh, you're talking about the thumbnail. It's just about laughing about Markovic and Babel, mate. That's all. Just Van Dijk looking at them going, yeah, like they're going to cause me any trouble. Why is Shaqiri not played since before Christmas? No idea. I know he had an abductor injury, Sean. And then Klopp said he had a bit of a back strain after he fell during a game. But other than that, I don't know. Yeah, sure, we were bottlers on the United stand, weren't we? Liverpool bottled the league a few weeks ago. I wonder what that makes United now. Going by your own logic. Bottlers, perhaps? What else we got? Fergie crying into a single malt tonight. Oh well, I mean, don't know what to say to that one. So Kloppo was discussing the Reds' potential summer transfer business. I'm not sure if everybody's read this one today. And he said that he sees no reason to invest heavily given the quality and potential of the squad already at his disposal. For sure, there's no need to go at the levels of last season, said Klopp regarding his recruitment of Naby Keita, Fabinho, Shaqiri and Alisson Becker. I don't want to talk exactly what we'll do, but I don't think this is a team at the moment where we have to spend big money or whatever. The best way to do it is to bring together a group of players, try to develop them all, and then stay together for a while. What are your thoughts on that one? We're kind of hearing some contradicting things. One week, maybe not so much from the club, but one week in the media we're hearing, oh, Liverpool have money to spend. Another week then we're hearing Paul Joyce say Liverpool won't go heavy in the summer. Then again it goes back to Liverpool being linked to De Ligt and lots of other players, and now Jurgen Klopp coming out maybe managing expectations by talking about Liverpool not going heavy in the summer, or maybe he's just, trying to calm things down so as he can get business done on the QT. I don't know. I'd love to know your thoughts on it though, people. How's your day been today? It's been pretty good to be fair. Looking forward to the game tomorrow. Just to confirm, we will be doing our usual watch along, guys. We'll be starting at 1:45 p.m. tomorrow. Looking forward to this one. It's the last game before the international break. The last time the Reds will play for about 2 weeks, so hope you can join us for that one at 1:45. But we need players, end of, said like big. Happy Paddy's Day to you too as well, Legion for Sam. Gotta stop winning the quadruple. Or gotta stop City winning the quadruple. United failed in the FA Cup. They won't win the quadruple. They're not going to do it. We're going to win the league and the Champions League, so that'll put pay to that. Klopp is bluffing. Bet they'll bring in 2 players at least. I reckon a striker and a defender. Maybe, yeah, he's kind of being careful with his words as well, isn't he, when he says at the levels of last summer. So maybe, you're right, mate, maybe he is talking about 1 or 2, Liam, and just bringing those in the summer. Joe Gomez will be back, BQ, after the international break, mate, which is great news. I want Milner at left back for the game against Porto, said Mossy Kyo. Craig, we've a lot of quality to return, like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Ryan Brewster. 100%, mate, and I can't wait for both to be back. I know we've been talking up Ryan Brewster for a long time, and rightly so, but I think we could have something special on our hands here, folks. Oh look, we have a fucking comedian in the chat. When did you last win the Premier League? That's right, Text Clan, because football only fucking got invented in 1992, Princess, didn't it? That's it. We've never won that before, mate. Sure, we're shy here at Liverpool. Yeah, have a look at our trophy cabinet, dickhead. Craig, can we play Moreno at left wing if Sadio is out? I don't know about that, mate. I don't know about... He could do it, but Jesus, you wouldn't get much defensively out of him and cover him, would you? I think what Klopp is saying is there are not many players in the world that can improve us, which is a really good way of putting it, Neil Anthony. I do like that one, mate. Per Fulham, they're so getting a spanking tomorrow, say Claire. I'm going 4-0 or 5-0, bearing in mind we've 2 weeks rest after. Yeah, look... I'm going to love the fact that we could go into the international break top of the league. I know it's a false top of the league because Man City have a game in hand, but points on the board and all that stuff. Hey Craig, what you going to do for 2 weeks when LFC aren't playing? I'm going to take a break for a while, Cape Town Muslim. I'm going to take 3, 4 or 5 days off, maybe, and rest because I'm absolutely exhausted, mate. It's been a crazy season so far, and Anfield Agenda takes up about between 40 and 50 hours of my week every week, believe it or not. I know it doesn't seem like it. I do about, 7, 8, 10, 12, about maybe 18 to 20 hours of streaming a week, but the rest of it, there is other work that goes on behind the scenes, so just a bit of downtime, I think, mate, and get ready for what's going to be a really hectic end to the season. So couple of days off, maybe a few streams then to get over the international break, a few little bits and pieces. But then mainly look forward to the busy end of the season, mate. It's going to be manic, and I cannot wait for it. It's going to be some buzz. I can't wait till this season finishes up and to see, if we end up with something in the cabinet at the end of the season or not. Kloppo's a genius. Now everyone is scrambling to look at the academy transfer dealings and the QT. Craig, hope you don't play Moreno against Porto. As do I, mate. As do I. I'm fully in the play James Milner ship. But 24 hours ago, the Manx were discussing beating Barcelona. Said Crosby read, yeah. When I seen the draw, I've got to be honest. People have said to me, "You're being too arrogant here," and I don't understand where they're coming from. But I didn't see any way we weren't getting past Porto. I've just telling it like I see it. If I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up. If we lose and Porto deserve it, I'll be the first one to say congratulations to them. But when I looked at the draw, I was immediately looking at a Liverpool-Barcelona semi-final. I've got to be honest. And it actually works out better for us if Barca get through with regards to having the second leg at Anfield, because if United were to get through and City got through on their side of the draw, then that means that we would have the second leg away at Old Trafford, because it would have to be switched around because of the whole UEFA rule about two teams from the same city not being able to play in the same week or the same night or on alternative nights in the same city. So it actually works out better for us from that sense if Barcelona got through. Although you could make the argument that United would be an easier two legs. Not too bothered that Hendo is out. Time Keita stepped up, said Oliver Heaney. I'm going for Gidi, Fabinho and Lallana in that midfield. At a guess, of course, tomorrow. Salt and vinegar on fish and chips. Damn right. 100%. Gotta have salt and vinegar on the fish and chips. My wife just eats salt, and every time she gets them, and she's probably watching this now in the other room, you're a freak, love. A freak. No vinegar on chips is just wrong on so many levels. Next you'll be telling me don't put salt and vinegar on a battered sausage. No. It's just all kind of wrong, isn't it, people? I think Klopp's being pretty straightforward to Brian Morrissey. It's a quality squad that doesn't require huge amounts to spend on it, but will definitely bring in 2 or 3 to replace the outgoings. Again, I cannot argue with that. It's a common sense thing to say. Chris said, "Hi Craig, City have another game to play. Good news with the Cup semi-final on the 6th of April. Exactly, mate. It makes their end of season even more hectic. I want to see Klopp versus Allegri in the final," said Roberto. It would be a good final, Roberto. It would. Not going to lie, mate. It'd be a very good final. Enjoy the rest, Craig. You deserve it. Thank you, mate. Some days I'm going through the streams, Craig, and I feel bad when I finish them because I've almost gone through it in a blur because I'm so tired. And I feel like I've let people down. I feel like I haven't been as lively or as boisterous as I could be when I always try to be when I come on. So sometimes I actually come off the streams feeling really bad about things and like I've let you guys down. But most of the time it's tickety-boo and it's all good. Porto were a good team, mate. We lost to Red Star Belgrade. Nothing wrong with being confident though. They are a good side. Of course, they put out Roma as well over 2 legs. I don't know. Look, let's be fair. We should be knocking out Porto though. But as you said, we did lose to Red Star Belgrade, so nothing. You can take nothing for granted. 2-0 against Porto, reckons Gary Richards. Lallana was class, rate him highly against Burnley, said McSwiggs. Hoping that we'll still go for Fekir, said Arctic Gaming. I'd love that to happen. I know you've heard me say it so many times. I don't think we will go back in for Fekir, but I've also said time and time again, I would love to be wrong on that one. Who will win the Nations League? I haven't got a clue, mate. I mean, I hope you're asking that to the group because I'm just not an international football fan at all, mate. I'm going Lallana, Fabinho and Milner tomorrow, so Claire Dean for her midfield. Yeah, again, I could completely understand that. Genie could do it a few days off, I suppose, as well. You don't like salt and vinegar, so you're with Sabrina. Oh, it's all kinds of wrong, October. It's just all kinds of wrong, mate. I think United have a great chance against Barcelona. People also wrote off United against PSG. Yeah, they got through against PSG. No arguing about that one, mate. But levels again. I mean, Barcelona aren't PSG. They're much better than PSG. In my opinion. Of course, it is just all about opinion though, Shane. You're right, mate. It's just all about opinions. And let's not forget the second leg, I believe, is in the Camp Nou as well. I think, if memory serves. You can't have chips without salt and vinegar. It's not allowed, said Claire. Exactly. It's they shouldn't even give you them in the chipper. If you ask for them without salt and vinegar, they should just slap you across the face with a fish and say, "Get the fuck out of here. Who do you think you are? No salt and vinegar in the chips." We all need a break. The sharp end of the season is coming and the oil tanker will run around, said Danny Hitchin. It would be ideal if we strengthen the bench for next season, said Kev Roy. We do need a 10, don't we? And there's definitely an argument to be had about needing a centre forward as well. Craig, what would you do if Markovic scores the winner against us? Probably slap myself around the face a few times, Paul, to wake myself up, because it just isn't the world where that will happen. Who's Liverpool got next? Fulham tomorrow, 2:15. Brown sauce on your Sunday roast? Nah, I'm a beans man, McSwigs. Baked beans all the way for me. They got past PSG because PSG are king bottlers, said Roberto. Vinegar is horrible. How dare you, JB? How dare you, my friend? Do you watch Fair City? Do you know what, Anthony? I fucking do, mate. Yeah, I do. Believe it or not, I do watch a bit of Fair City. Leo Watt, the worst actor in the world, the most over actor in the world. Hey, how are you? Hey. Liverpool have had to rebuild since Hicks and Gillette, and now finally able to compete with everybody, and everybody fears us now. Remember, United won nothing for 26 years before the 90s. Barca is a proper football team with history, said Crosby Red. Saw speculation on James Rodriguez to Liverpool. Thoughts? Somebody mentioned this to me, Cape Town Muslim, yesterday. I don't know, I see two different James Rodriguez. When he plays for Colombia, he looks like a world beater at times. And when he plays for... The few times I've seen him actually play for Bayern, he hasn't looked great. But then again, I won't have watched him enough at Bayern to really make a fair comparison. Malt vinegar. That's pretty much it, Larry Leeds. Yeah, malt vinegar, that's the one. Isn't he on loan technically, which means he can't play against us? To the best of my knowledge, got cool, and please somebody feel free to pull me up on this if I'm wrong. Liverpool cancelled Markovic's contract and he signed a 6-month deal at Fulham. That's what I believe took place. At first I thought it was a loan move, but then I heard Liverpool had cancelled his contract and he just signed a short-term deal with Fulham. I could be wrong on that, but I think I'm right. Is Robbo injured? No, he's not injured. He's suspended for the quarter-final first leg against Porto because he picked up another yellow card. Oxlade-Chamberlain is back at grade 10, although I wouldn't mind the young dancer battling the way into the 10 role. Well, we do have Ryan Brewster coming through as well. Let's not forget about that. Not saying he's a 10, but I'm just saying that's another forward-thinking player we have coming through. All this chippy talk is making me hungry, said Joshua. Yeah, I hate when it happens. That often happens to me on the stream. Ketchup all the way. Go Redheads. Well, firstly, mate, I love me a bit of ketchup. Redheads. Oh, yeah, go Redheads. My wife's a redhead, my son's a redhead. So, yes, let's go Redheads. Carrots with vinegar is sex. You freak. Oh, I don't know. Your night vision must be tickety-boo, top man. Markovic up against Virgil. He'll shit his pants, said Stephen Richards. Klopp would make a James a player. He would actually. He would, to be fair. And what does everybody else think on that, actually? What does everybody else think about James Rodriguez? Would you like to see him at Liverpool? Have you been on the Discord recently? No, Leitrim for Sam. I haven't, mate. Yes, we have an idea, by the way. We're working on something with the Anfield Agenda website, which is one of the reasons I haven't been on Discord much recently. And we'll talk about that after the international break, because myself, Connor, and October just have to talk through an idea that we've been playing around with that we think you guys will really like to do with our website. So there's a reason I haven't been on Discord, but I'll keep push until we have everything sussed. I don't want James Rodriguez, he's overrated, said Ella. Craig, I'm going to score the bookies. I'm going Mo to score at the bookies or Bobby, pick one. Well, I've backed Mo personally, Scotty, so that's where I'm going, but I don't want to be responsible for Hugh. Stick a few quid on, mate. I'll leave it completely up to yourself. When you have to pay the ref to beat Swansea, said Liverpool Army. James is shite, doesn't close down like we need him to, said Arctic Gaiman. Markovic signed a 6-month contract. Liverpool cancelled his contract, said Ella. Thank you. I knew I'd heard that one somewhere. They've paid Markovic for nothing. Not a bad job if you could get it to Bernadette Farrell. Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it? He's a multi-millionaire from doing fuck all for Liverpool. It's crazy. Ideal candidates for the number 10 for Sidga Cool, Wilson, Brewster, and he can slowly move into a 9. It looks like Wilson's going to go out on loan to a Premier League club, from what I've read. He'll come back in the summer, and then he'll move back out on loan, have a season in the Premier League, and then he'll be reassessed. Can Fabinho come in for Robbo? Why would you lose him from midfield, though? To play him at left back, it doesn't make any sense. You want him in that midfield position because he's so good there. You've got other people capable of playing left back like James Milner. You've even got Moreno if needs be. I wouldn't personally. It's just my opinion. Cape Town Muslim, mate. I wouldn't sacrifice Fabinho for midfield. Barca wants to sell him TT to Man United so they can buy De Ligt. Please come to Liverpool, Matthias. I would love him. Time crisis at Liverpool, as would every single person in this chat, I believe. Well, every single Liverpool fan in the chat. James is injury prone and a little git, no thanks, said Claire Dean. There can only be one James. Exactly, Aaron, and he's already here. James Milner. I'm a big Real Madrid fan. Hope he comes back to Madrid, said David Jr. Craig cried when we sold Emre Can, as we really believe he'd become a legend. We didn't sell him though, that's the thing. He left on a free. That's what made it difficult. Did you feel we missed him? No, not after we signed Fabinho, Craig. At the time, yes. I rated Emre Can. I did rate Emre Can. But do you know what? I'd rather have Fabinho than Emre Can, mate. I know it cost us the guts of 45 million quid and we lost Emre Can. But we only paid 10 or 12 million to Leverkusen, I think, at the time for Emre Can. And we got, 4 years out of him? Give us a sneak peek of the website. The website's up and running, mate. It's been up and running for ages. It's been up there for 9 months now. It's just what we're going to do to change it around a bit. That's the sneak peek. But the website's up, AnfieldAgenda.com. You can go on there now, sign up for your free membership, get your login and access the chat straight away and go in and chat to people if you want. But yeah, we do have a website. It's been up for 9 months. We just don't really do much with it. As your Bundesliga expert does enjoy James Rodriguez, but it's looking like James would like to go back to Real to speak to Zizou, which, you can understand completely. Anyone know where John Flanagan is? He's at Rangers, JM, mate. He's playing for Stevie G up in Rangers. Fulham 1, Liverpool 4, Salah 1, Mane 2, Firmino 1, said Prez Salah, and Andre Schürrle to score for them. What else we got? James is decent but nothing special, said Time Crisis. Markovic getting the job at Manchester City's accountants. They're both full of shit. Love it. I see everybody's in a boisterous fun mood tonight, which I like. Guys, don't forget, if you are watching, please don't forget you can share the streams. Underneath you will see Facebook, Twitter, Reddit and every other type of social media platform. Underneath you'll see the share button. You can share a tweet, let other people know about it. If you've got social media accounts outside of here, please do hit that button. And of course, guys, if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on our notifications. We do live watch-alongs of every single Liverpool game. We do nightly streams on here as well, and a few other bits and pieces. And most importantly, it's all free, and it's always going to be free. Tomorrow, the last watch-along, of course, before the international break, will be starting at 1:45 p.m. It'll just be myself tomorrow, so I'll be taking you through the game with some alternative commentary, some fun, some chat along the way, and hopefully we'll be celebrating another 3 points for the Reds. I'm a United fan, but I'm not here to start shit. If you want me to leave, I will. No, mate, of course not. You're very welcome in. We welcome in fans from all clubs, buddy. All we ask is that you're respectful in the chat. And from your first message, it certainly seems like you were going to be. Have fun, mate. Have a bit of banter. But yeah, you were very welcome in. Connor Cody is Liverpool through and through. Love to have him back. See him succeed. Said Brian Morrissey. Wasn't Arsenal linked with it, looking at Cody at one point? What's your favourite Liverpool goal since Klopp took over? Mine's the overhead kick from Emre Can against Watford. That was a belter of a goal, to be fair. What's my favourite one? Do you know what? It's either Mane's goal around Christmas time to beat Everton, or it's Origi's goal to beat Everton. Because both of them were real fucking sickeners for Everton, and I just really enjoyed them. Probably not the best quality goals you'll ever see. Although the one against Everton for Mane was quite a good goal. But I enjoyed both of them because It really were. It was just right sickeners for the bidders, like, and I love sticking one into them. So yeah, those probably. Where can I buy some Anfield Agenda merch? As you can see, Joshua, from the image tonight in the stream, we do have merch. We've got new T-shirts, new mugs, hoodies. What else would we say that we have on there? Phone covers as well, and there are links in the description underneath the stream tonight. So there's links for the T-shirts, there's links for the mugs, there's links for the hoodies. So yeah, just have a look underneath the stream and you'll see some live links. Click on there, and that'll bring you straight through to them. So there's different types of T-shirts. There's women's, kids, V-necks, round necks, cotton blend. There's loads of different things. Same with the hoodies. There's 2 or 3 different types of hoodies. There's the fucking mugs as well, as you can see from the image there. And you know what? We've actually sold a fair few of those fucking mugs, which I'm delighted about because I love them. I've ordered myself one. Yeah, they're nice, those fucking mugs, I have to say. If I do say so myself, they are nice. Can was too inconsistent, said Arctic Gaming. Fabinho's a massive upgrade on Emre Can. Look how much chances we don't concede from the midfield this season. Your prediction for tomorrow's game. What did I go with yesterday? I think I went with 4-1. Bernadette, if memory serves correct. But a win nonetheless. How about you? What do you think of Bernadette for tomorrow? I knew the Bayern game would prove pivotal to run in. Buckle up. The double is on, said Cape Town Muslim. The Mane goal against Bayern was silly, said Claire. Easy win tomorrow, said Santosh. Some of the goals scored in the past couple of seasons against Man City are my favourites. Yes, Allah's one was lovely when he chipped it over at Anfield. That was an absolute belter of a goal. Klopp wanted to sign Lovren to a lifetime contract after that Dortmund winner, said Pragmaverts. To be fair, what a winner that was. What a winner. He rose like I keep saying this, but he rose like a salmon and he came up and he just knocked it in. It was a beautiful goal. DT should buy one of those mugs. You should buy fucking 10 of them, mate. To be fair, he really should. The thing with Cody is the back three at Wolves gets the best out of him, which is a fair point. I think he's not at our level, but would be more than happy to be wrong, said Brian Morrissey. Hi to Craig and all the fellow Reds. 3-0 tomorrow, said Vinny Johnson. How are you, Vinny? Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you again. I went with 4-1 Pragmaverse. Thank you, mate. I was thinking that's what it was. Jeez, I hope I don't start coming on telling lies on here because people remember everything. You'll catch me out too quickly. Yeah, 4-1 it was. I think I said I usually give the 1 to the home team when we're away just so I don't look arrogant when I'm talking about the score. 3-0 tomorrow, said Bernadette Farrell. 4-1 for Press Salah is what I said. John Hamilton's gone 5-0. Craig, Louise and me have got a phone covers, but they don't have them for Huawei. I fucking hate saying that name. I always get it wrong. I haven't even looked at what the phone covers are available for, Stephen. I haven't looked, mate. That's, again, a Connor job. I think they must have them for iPhones and Samsungs anyway, but after that I'm really unsure. How do you approach the game tomorrow? I don't want to concede first. On the front foot, I hope go cool. And it's a Premier League game, so you've got to be focused. You've got to go with 100%. All of us like to see a fast start, don't we? If we score early, it should settle us down. And hopefully if we score a couple, we see Fulham's heads drop a bit. Who do I think Liverpool's best defender is? He's a centre half. He's a number 4. Watch him defend and we watch him score. He'll pass the ball, calm as you like. There you go. That's who I think's our best defender. Neves and Moutinho played so well as a double pivot, said Siraj. Again, apologies for inflicting my attempted singing on you, but you know, I'm in a good mood. Liverpool will have a high scoreline tomorrow, so Pragmaverts. Till is fighting tonight. I think it should be soon enough. Actually, Darren Till's on because I think it's in the UK, isn't it? This one. Good night, Leitrim for Sam. May talk to you tomorrow. Moreno is for moral support, being a class clown. Sturridge should play tomorrow. Get goals and confidence up. I'm finished with Sturridge personally. JM. His contract's up at the end of the year. I wouldn't play him unless it's absolutely necessary. Any late night stream tomorrow? Yes, there will be. There will be a late night stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's late night stream will be the last one for, I don't know, a few days anyway. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be taking, after tomorrow night, I'll be taking a few days off. I'm just not sure exactly how many yet. I feel like Klopp will rest players tomorrow. What do you think? No, not. I wouldn't think so. Not ahead of the international break. I love the hoodie with the red Liverbird print. Thank you very much, Craig Weston. Yeah, Connor's got some good designs on there as well. Hello, Paddy's Day tomorrow, 4-0, the party in Liverpool. Whoop whoop, said Brian Kelly. Apologies again on my attempt at singing. My wife always tells me to shut the fuck up when I'm going around the house singing, and rightly so, because I cannot sing to save my life. But you know, when you're in a good mood, the Reds are playing tomorrow as well. 1-0, Craig Weston reckons Bobby Firmino to score. I should consider a singing career. I really shouldn't, mate. I am fucking atrocious. A Red United lost today. Is it true? Oh, it's true. It's true. I do. Hope somebody gets that reference. Yes, they did, mate. They lost 2-1 to Wolves in the Cup. And deservedly lost 2-1. Sturridge's haircut pisses me off. Do you know what, Press Salah? I'm laughing because I thought the very same today about what's his face at United. Rashford. I look at Marcus Rashford's hair and I go, my God, that's a shit haircut. That is an awful, awful haircut. I'm determined to get a Champions League game next season, even if I'm going the atmosphere around the game is right up my street. They're brilliant. They are brilliant, buddy. My lovely hubby has offered me a travel mug, so now I'll have a nice hot tea and the school runs. Fuck, I just realised that was you, Sabrina. I was reading that going, oh, someone's getting them a nice travel mug. And then I just realised, oh shit, I'm buying that travel mug that she's talking about. No, tell the truth here, wifey poo. If we're going to be honest, my wife said, I don't know if I can go out. How can I go on a school run? I go around the school to pick Lucas up with a mug that says up the fucking Reds on it and fuck 'em. And I was saying, well, the answer was in the mug there. Fuck 'em. You deserve a break, Craig. Thank you, mate. Again, I'm always nervous to take breaks though, because I feel like I'll come back and everybody will go, oh, well, you were gone. We found a really good channel, actually. Sorry. VVD the Love Rat. I don't know what that means. Sorry, but no more studge in a red shirt. To Crosby Red. I'm here most days and still haven't got a spanner. Sorry, but we did say many, many times, Cade, mate, that we're not giving any more out because we've got loads and loads and loads of mods. What else we got? Not gonna lie, I hope we see a couple of fake injuries once we've killed the game off tomorrow so some players don't go on international break. Yeah, I do love some of them fake injuries. Ah, yes, my wife gets it. Who loves orange soda? Kale loves orange soda. You should do national team commentary. Don't think I can watch regular TV. Oh, there's no way. There's just no way, Aaron. I'm putting myself through international football. Jesus, think I should go to the gym to escape your singing, mate. Fuck you, October. You should record it and bring it with you for encouragement when you're in the gym. If I don't, hurry up and run quicker. Craig's voice is going to get louder and louder and louder. And the bass is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And then they're going to play it in the gym. And they're going to play it in speakers in full blast. Expressions calls Rashford Jermaine Jackson. Yeah, it's a pretty poor haircut. I don't get it. Obviously, I'm an old fogey. Like I'm not down with the cool kids. But I just don't get that haircut of his. Babel is the worst hair of any player in England. Said Crosby Red. Okay, what else we got? Today's been the day of comebacks. West Ham 3-1 down and 1-4-3. Then City were 2-0 down and 1-3-2. What the fuck? Well, we know what happened in the City game for their comeback, to be fair. I hate the international break, said John Frusciante, as do I. Is Mane going on international duty? I couldn't tell you, mate. I keep saying I'm definitely not the person to be asking about international football. Is it just me or can't stand Steve McManaman as a pundit? Can't stand him, can't stand Rio Ferdinand, can't stand Jermaine Jenis, can't stand Alan Shearer. Can't stand Robbie, what the fuck ever his name is, Robbie, the gobshite that used to play for Leicester, Robbie Savage. Um, I mean, as an example, after that Manchester City game today, they were talking about the game, and there, there just wasn't enough fume about the fact that the referees got it wrong. And I'm not talking about fume that City got through. I just mean there's just never anybody that has the bottle to stand up and say the referees are shy when it comes to punditry. And it's again, this isn't about Manchester City or this isn't about Swansea. It just happens that there was two mistakes in this game. The refereeing in the Premier League or in England is absolute dog shit, and it has been for very, 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 very long time. And pundits don't talk about it enough. Pundits just keep saying, VAR would have done this or VAR would have done that. Okay, yes, maybe it would have, but how about the referees just being shit as well? That has to come into this. The ref and the linesmen had a view of the Sterling penalty incident. The Aguero one was very tight, I can understand that. And both of them got it wrong. It's just ridiculous. The referees in England are shite. They're just beyond fucking shite. They're not fit for the job. I've said it consistently. VAR will help to an extent, but one of the major problems I see with refereeing in England is that they won't want to be overruled by VAR. These lads just love being the centre of attention, some of them, and yeah, I'm just worried. I'm worried about it long term. I'm worried about the league being ruined by this shitty officiating. Yeah. I don't know how everybody else feels about it. And look, as I said, I'm all for Manchester City going further in the FA Cup. I mean, more games for them, the better, as far as I'm concerned. But like, there has to come a point where pundits and television channels stop apologising for referees and just come out and tell it like it is and say, look, the referee was shit today. The referee got two wrong. And let's be honest about it. Let's just have the cojones to stand up and say what people at home are thinking and real football fans are thinking. Because these fuckers claim to be purveyors of the sport, ex-professionals, pundits, people who are paid to give an opinion. And their opinion isn't worth a shite 90% of the time. Because they haven't got the balls to say what they know people really want to hear. And what they know the fucking truth is. And what's the point of them being there if they're not going to talk the truth? If they're not going to say, that referee today was dog shit. Yes, they can say shit, but do you know what I'm coming from? The referee just wasn't good enough. It's consistent. Let's stop hiding behind this shit. Let's stop saying, oh, it was a tough one for the referee. He had this. Fuck that. He was shit. He was shit. Let's be fair about it. You should play Mark Goldbridge in a game of FIFA. I don't play computer games, mate, at the moment. People keep asking me about it, but I'm sure I will play Mark at some point in a game of FIFA. I don't see why not. I'm sure he'll kick my arse because I don't play computer games, but I'm all up for having a laugh, for a bit of banter. I hate the international break, said John. Everybody hates the international break. The VAR tonight was a farce with Atkinson overturning a red card. Well, to be fair, he didn't overturn the red card. The VAR officials overturned it for him. So basically, you hate every pundit on BT. Almost, actually, yeah. So I don't mind Owen Hargreaves, actually. I don't think Owen Hargreaves is too bad. Who else is on BT? I like Jake Humphries, the host. I think Jake Humphries is a very good host on BT. What have we got? VAR should have overturning abilities, said Aaron Dirks. All VAR can do is there's four things it can advise the referee on. I don't think it can actually overturn anything. It can take and advise the referee, I believe. The referee, it's up to him to have a look or take their advice. I think, again, look, we're all learning about this on the way. Shearer even said Sterling was clipped, glossed over the whole thing. Fuck off, Shearer. That's my answer to that. Just fuck off. If he thinks that was a penalty, he's a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Every other professional at least had the honesty to say the defender got the ball and then Sterling jumped on the ground. Let's be fair about it. Alan Shearer's talking out his arse there, if that's what he said. Pep apologises and questions lack of VAR. Yes, no, 100% on that one. Pep Guardiola is damn right. What can Pep Guardiola do about it? From his point of view, He's right. Manchester City were one of the clubs that were up for having VAR and voted for VAR. And in fairness, and I always try to be fair about these things, Pep Guardiola has long been a backer of VAR. And that's one thing I will say for him. He has asked for it to be introduced. And he's right. I can't have a go at Pep Guardiola about that because, as he rightly says, he voted, or Manchester City voted for VAR. Did you know Owen Hargreaves is from Calgary? I didn't, Larry. I did know he was Canadian, obviously, but I didn't know he was from Calgary. But there you go. Maybe that's one of the reasons I don't dislike him so much, Larry. Michael Hole is a wanker, said Cara FC is 007. Liverpool can still score goals from 3 metres offside, but still think refs have an agenda against them, says Zakir. Zakir, I'm just going to say this once, buddy. When the fuck did I say referees have an agenda against us, you ignorant little prick? Please feel free to answer me, Zakir, because I said referees were shit. Where did I say that they have an agenda against us, you arrogant little cunt? Now get the fuck out of my chat, you stupid little gobshite. Do not come in here and start giving it Billy Big Bollocks, you fucking moron. Because trolls don't last too long in here. People come in and show respect and be thoughtful to people in the chat. They will get it back from me and everybody else 100%. But little gobshites like you coming in, trying to act like a big bastard, won't last pissing time in here, pal. Boya, how are you, mate? You must be absolutely over the moon, mate, today. Harry Maguire red card after 4 minutes and you still going pinching away win. That is a very good performance, mate. You've got to be chuffed about that one. Fair play to Pep. It's very easy to apologise when decisions have massively gone your way. Well, look, there is that as well, but at the same time, well, I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, if they did vote for it, which they have, and he has been a backer of VR for a long time, he knows he wouldn't have got them if they were in. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. Who else we got? If City win many trophies, I'm done, said Liverpool Football Club. Time to revive my Twitter account, said Cahill. I wouldn't, mate. I'm swerving Twitter. I can't be dealing with it anymore. I want to know how a ref shows up to a game that involves Burnley and gives the opposition a red. What did my favourite Mumford and Son do? I didn't even see it. I just seen that he picked up a red. Crosby said, Craig, bit hurt that you don't trust us to be faithful. Take 5 days off and see how many of us are waiting for you afterwards. I'm just so anxious about it. Crosby read, of course I trust everybody. It's me I don't trust, not you guys. Sorry, this has nothing to do with race, etc., but I never listen to supporters of any club from the south of the equator. They treat the league like a fantasy soap opera. I don't know, mate. I take everybody on their own merits. I'm not going to accuse you of anything. I'm just giving you my perspective. It swings and roundabouts with the ref decisions, some good, some bad. You just hope it's not a crucial game where they get it wrong. It's heartbreaking. And as I said, I'm all for Manchester City. If they're going to get these shittier decisions, let them have it in the FA Cup when it has nothing to do with us. Ole must have been drinking and driving at the wheels at Cape Town Muslim. Score prediction for our game, I'm saying 3-0 to Liverpool. I'm going 4-1, buddy. 3-0 is good though. I mean, I'd take that. Harry Maguire fully deserved the red. Nothing to complain about, said Anthony. Tell him, Craig. Look, I'm just sick of it. I really hate fucking trolls. I really hate them. I hate anybody who thinks that they can just come in and belittle other people for no reason. Yes, I am fully aware that I belittle people on here, but I belittle people after they've come in and tried to belittle me or the people in the chat. I never just go at somebody for no reason. But if you come in to a place that we work hard to try and make a relaxed, fun environment for people to share their thoughts about Liverpool and the Premier League, and you want to come in here and try and belittle people, you're not going to last very long. And I won't hold back and I won't bite my fucking tongue. I never have and I never will. That's again probably a fault of mine, and I probably should be calmer, but I take this stuff very seriously. I'm aware that we've got minors in the chat. I'm aware we've got people with conditions, should I say, in the chat, because again I don't want to use the wrong phraseology here. What the fuck is happening to the officiating in England? It's absolutely shocking, said the Irish beard. Uh, ba, ba, ba. Another troll. Look at this Rashford Jawara gobshite trying to come in and troll us because you got your ass handed to you by fucking Wolves, mate. Whatever makes you feel better. You can't spell today either, dickhead. It's one word, not fucking two. So if you're gonna come in and try and laugh at people, at least try and fucking have an education behind you, mate, or some attempt at fucking grammar. But that's okay. I mean, you're another fucking idiot that thinks he can come in and be little people, and I'm happy to sit here all day, mate, and tell you why you're an idiot. 50 Cent was probably the first troll with the piggyback video in 2005. What else we got? Rashford, you'd swap places with us in the league if you could. Jealous much? Exactly. He's a gobshite. A gobshite. They get their ass handed to them tonight by Wolves. They're going to go to the Champions League to Barcelona. They're fighting for the top four, and they think they can go in and be little us when our club is on the up and up. Nah, not going to happen. How do you highlight people? I don't know what you mean by that, Antoango. If you mean the blue spanners, that's something that we do, mate. They're moderators of the channel. Hi, Craig. I think Manchester United are sure out of the FA Cup. They really are, Patrick. Should we put Salah as a lone striker so he can score? We've tried that one before. I suppose it depends on how the opposition team's set up, mate. If the space is open, then yes, put him through the middle. But I think we've all said before, it'd be nice to see the front three swap around a little bit more, actually. My mate who's a Swansea fan, I'm absolutely gutted from, said boy, I can understand that, mate, and rightly so. They were screwed over, let's be fair. Somebody asked me what I think of Martin Tyler. Am I imagine? Oh, Craig, what do you think of Martin Tyler? I don't hate him as much as a lot of other people do, and seem to think that he's a massive mank. I don't really have any strong feelings on Martin Tyler, if I'm being honest, mate. Were you watching Dortmund? I did. Oh, you were watching Dortmund. Sorry, I also watched that game. What a comeback from them, by the way. Michael Oliver's the best ref for me. I would agree with that. Cape Town Muslim. For me, he's probably the best of the bunch as well. City had to come from behind. Well, yes, they did. They had to get a fake penalty and a fake goal as well. But look, it is what it is. Doesn't affect us, so I really don't care about it that much. English refs are embarrassing, said Claire Dean. Have you noticed how many in the Champions League? Enough said. Exactly. Good draw, said Tony, having Porto in the Champions League. It's probably the best we could have hoped for. What else we got? I think Mo should have left Mane up top and Bobby on the right. Mo should go left, Mane up top and Bobby on the right. It would have to be the other way around, mate, because Salah likes playing from the right hand side. It would make no sense. Put Mane to the centre by all means, but putting Mo to the right would be better than keeping him on the right than moving Bobby there and swapping him over to the left. Martin Tyler was a mag bastard, I can't stand him, said Murder on the Dance Floor. City look unstoppable. How do they look unstoppable? How? They've stuttered their way through the last few games. It's not like they're going out there and beating teams 10-0, buddy. Come on. Look unstoppable. They don't look unstoppable or anything like unstoppable. Be real about this. They had to basically dive and get an offside goal to get through in the FA Cup. Yes, they were brilliant in the Champions League against Schalke. I'll give them that one. But other than that, they're winning games 1-0 and stuff. They're hardly looking unstoppable. They look like they're stuttering to me. But look, we all see things differently, I suppose. We don't need United to beat City. They lose to teams like Palace, who they still have to play, said Crosby Red. They also have Spurs, I think, 3 times, don't they? Twice in the Champions League and then once in the league. Oliver apologised for booking Madison today after he took his shirt off with a message to Sophie, a little girl who sadly died. Yeah, that's one of them things, isn't it, Anthony, where the rule can kind of make an arse of itself at time. Yeah, that taking the shirt off, it's silly at times. Man City versus Liverpool in the Champions League final, reckons Prez Salah. I agree with rotating up top, but Mane and Salah, Bobby needs to stay central, so Brian Morrissey. finally we're discussing the stupid, arrogant wank stain. Tyler should just commentate Manchester City matches, said Brian. They won 7-0 the other... Yes, I did say that, mate. They won 7-0 against an absolutely shambolic Schalke team. They did, but again, as I said, buddy, we can just see things a little bit differently, and maybe I'm being too hopeful at my end and hoping that they drop points, but I do see them dropping points. So we'll probably drop a couple as well. It's going to be a close end to the season. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this international break to be out of the way and for the last couple of months of the season to really take shape. Who do we play after the international break? I haven't even looked that far ahead. Who is our next game after the international break? Jesus, I haven't looked that far ahead. I've been just trying to get through to tomorrow, get that out of the way, get tomorrow night's stream out of the way, and then just switch off for a few days. Only Denzel Washington is unstoppable, said Stephen Richards. City are a brilliant team, but so are we. Neck and neck, it's about time people give us credit where it's due, said Bernadette Farrell. Juve versus Liverpool in the Champions League final, reckons Crosby red. I think City will end up this season with just the League Cup, said Gonad. I think they're probably looking favourites in the FA Cup. And they're probably favourites in the league. You would have to say they probably are favourites in the league because it's in their own hands. So I don't think they get the quadruple though, to be fair. I just want the fucking Premier League. After that, I don't really mind too much. If we can go far in the Champions League, brilliant. Just came back from watching the videos on the United stand. Loving life, said JM. Yeah, sometimes karma's just a bitch, isn't it? I remember seeing videos saying Liverpool bottled the league. Okay, fair enough. We haven't. We're still in it, but you definitely bottled the FA Cup tonight against Wolves. But you know what? Karma's a bitch, and this is all part of being a fan, isn't it? We go back and forth. We have banter with opposition clubs. It's part of the fun. Don't like international breaks, they're too long, said Ted Hutton. Oh, that's how I feel about them as well, buddy. It's a Liverpool City final, it's in the stars, said Claire Dean. That would be really easy to get tickets, wouldn't it? If Liverpool and Man City were in the Champions League final, it'd be really easy to get tickets because, City ain't going to be selling out their end, are they? So, do you know what I mean? You'd probably have to make it 2/3 Liverpool, wouldn't you? Darren Till was knocked out in the second round. Ooh, shit one. Craig, when you mention Man United from now on, don't say grey club, talk about ex-grey club. No, I'm respectful, to be fair. Manchester United are a good, storied football club. I mean, we're better than them at this moment in time, but football is cyclical. I've said that a few times before. Clubs have periods of success and domination, and then others come around, and hopefully we're starting to come back around to a period now where we will be having some success. But I will give Manchester United a credit as a great club, whereas Manchester City are a tin pot Wigan with oil money. That's just how I feel about that. I don't like Manchester United. Of course, I don't like them one bit. But they are a good club. Let's be fair about that. VVD will be the best centre back in the world when Ragnar retires, said Red Hulk. Pissed Hill got knocked out, said Joe Barnes. No problem, Antoine, mate. No problem at all. It always is a pleasure having you in, mate. And to anybody that we say we can't do the moderators to, please don't ever take it as a personal thing. It's just we've got loads of brilliant people that moderate the chat for us already. And it is no slight against anybody if we can't give them a blue spanner. We still love and respect all of our subscribers and people that come in and contribute to the chat every night. I hope Robert does well for my national team Scotland as captain, said Scotty. I think he will, buddy. It was a real honour for him to get that captaincy, and I think he really will treat it with that respect. Who do you want Liverpool to sign in the summer? Timo Werner, a number 10, backup left back, and then we'll see from there who else we sell. My nephew said tickets are changing hands for a minimum of £450 for Liverpool. I don't know, Brendan. I couldn't tell you, mate, but one of the downsides, I suppose, of success or a club going in the right direction is that more people want tickets. Tickets are in less or in more demand. Tickets are less available, and like anything else, as a commodity, when there's less of them available and when they're more in demand, the price goes up to the roof. Just win slip up from City and it's on, said Antwango. City are slowly turning into my new hated team, said the Irish Beard. I'm just anticipating that one draw or loss. They'll drop points. Werner, Dybala and a backup for defence, said Liverpool Football Club. I hate both teams from Manchester, said Brian O'Reilly. Cahill said, alright, I've tweeted that pic at the Anfield Agenda Twitter. Haven't used Twitter in ages. Jeez. October runs our Twitter account, Cahill, so I'm sure October will see it. Would like to visit Melwood before the first team moved to Kirby, said Red Hulk. That's going to be a fantastic facility, that new 50 million quid facility at Kirby. If City draw, Liverpool need to compensate with goal difference. If City draw, maybe we'd go back ahead. They're only 1 point ahead of us, so if City draw and we won, we'd go ahead of them. Be strange when United play City, all shouting for a City win, all 75,000. How pathetic could that be? The 3 Spurs matches will make Manchester City tired, said Brian O'Reilly. Why did Ole not play De Gea in the Cup? I believe the deal was always, and a lot of clubs do this, I think, look at Wolves done it as well. Wolves played Ruddy in the Cup. They play their backup keepers. And Romero made a couple of smashing saves, actually, to be fair, before the goals. Do you like Aronovich? No, he's too moody for me, Aaron. He's one of those players that on his day can be unplayable, but he just doesn't have that day enough. Brian Morris, he said, don't want to be negative, but this season has been a real wake-up call. The amount of latent, barely distinguished hate for Liverpool from pundits and journalists is really depressing. It is, mate. It really is. And I heard, who was it? I was listening to, who was it on LFC TV earlier on? I was listening to, and they were talking about this. Oh, I cannot remember who it was, but one of the ex-players was on. Who was it? One of the ex-players, anyway, it was on LFC TV, and they were saying the very same thing. They were saying that there seems to be not a hatred, but an underlying resentment towards Liverpool in the media at the minute, or something of that, something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing here, of course, but it was something along those lines. Went past Kirby Academy last week, lots of construction, traffic, it's all happening to Bernadette Farrell. I think the steel work is in place, isn't it, for the new indoor training? Man United fans will want City to win the league, but Solskjaer will not want to lose. There's no way Manchester United fans will want to drop points or lose to Manchester City. There's no way. It just won't happen. Some of them will want them to win the league over us, perhaps, but at the end of the day, they're going to need something from that game, Oliver, mate. They've got, top 4 aspirations, and the way it's shaping up for them, that could be a big game where they need points. Who's that dirty old Scottish alcoholic who used to manage those Manx? Shh, now, play nice. Ian Wright talked good about us, said Tony, which he has, to be fair. Don't let the bastards get you down, Brian. We'll have the last laugh, said Crosby Red. Juan Quintero, you heard it here first, unless it doesn't happen, in which case I never said anything, said Brian Morrissey. We used to all send all the animals from Knowlesy Safari Park back to Africa and build a 100,000 seater stadium. Some gobshite in TalkSport ranting about how lucky Liverpool are in the Champions League, like we didn't only just beat Munich. Yeah, I know, it's nuts, isn't it? Like, we didn't just do that, and we didn't have Paris Saint-Germain and Napoli in our group as well. We'll just gloss over that one. Pele has tipped us to win the Premier League. Absolutely. I mean, you've got to take the word of any man who sells Viagra to heart. I mean, love Pele. Big fan of the Viagra. Never taken it, but big fan of it nonetheless. City won't drop points. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. There hasn't been 1 point in this entire season, mate, where they've gone through 10 games without dropping points. It's not going to happen now. I don't know why, but Man City fans piss me off more than Man United fans. Probably because there's less of them and they're more concentrated and they just have a bigger range of dickheads. because a lot of them used to support Chelsea. You've got to keep that in mind, mate, when you're thinking about Manchester City fans. A lot of them used to support Chelsea and then threw their jerseys out when Manchester City suddenly became the new hot ticket. Neutral fans also resenting Liverpool as surprising, said Cape Town Muslim. Yeah, hiding behind this whole guise of oh, we'll never hear the end of it if they win the league. Fuck off. Honestly, fuck off. What do you want us to do if we win the league? Just go, yeah, that was great, wasn't it? Next. Man City are trash, Liverpool are way better, says Varexa. Who will go through, Liverpool or Porto? Obviously I feel Liverpool will go through, Toxic Boy. City will stumble in April for sure, said Red Hulk. City will draw at least, said Claire. Manchester City fans were established in 2008 and 2012. I hate Chelsea, said Aaron Dirks. I think there's as many neutral fans want us to win the title as don't, said Gonads. I hope so. I know we've had a few pop in here and say exactly that. And sometimes you gauge your opinions from Twitter, and sometimes there are a few arseholes on Twitter, to be fair. There's a lot of wonderful people on Twitter as well. I mean, I've had the pleasure of getting to know some fantastic football fans on there, but there certainly is a rather large collection of dickheads on there as well. I agree, maybe it's just YouTube comments that I see fans that want Salah or Klopp to go because the result didn't go our way. Sometimes, mate, Liverpool fans can be the best in the world, and they can also be some of the most reactionary fans in the world. When things are going great, it's great. But sometimes in a tight race like this, when we drop points, people's heads fall off, and they take that bitterness and anger and frustration out sometimes by posting on social media. It's understandable to an extent, but it doesn't help the greater cause. I know a few Newcastle fans wanting us to win it. I would imagine a lot of them do, Mac, mate, and I have a lot of time for them as well. Obviously with Rafa up there, but Newcastle, they're good people up there. Why are comments from Liverpool Football Club constantly being deleted? I don't know what that means, John. I've no idea what you mean by that, mate. If we drop points versus Fulham tomorrow, then I won't eat toast for a week, said Will. You'll cheat, or you'll just have bread, won't you, instead? Tell the truth. Twitter is like trying to pick out something you lost in a sewer. It can be tough at times. The Irish Beard made a can. It can be tough on there. So I've given it up. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I've been on Twitter for on and off for a while, but fully off for the past couple of weeks. Imagine wanting a cheating club like City to win, said David Bean. I don't get it, mate. I don't get it at all. If it was a Spurs, let's just say, as an example, that were top of the league now, and people wanted Spurs ahead of us to win, I'd understand it a bit more. Because you look at Spurs and you'd go, yeah, look, they're trying to do it the right way. They have a good young manager in there. Yeah, and you'd go, you'd be pissed off because it wasn't you, but you'd at least look at them and go, yeah. But with City, I just look at them and go, we all know why you're there. We know how you got there. Yeah, let's just wait and see. Those fans are armchair clappers, never went to a game, and if offered a free ticket they wouldn't go, rather just save face against their mank pub buddy, said Arctic Gaming. Imagine Brendan gets his revenge and beats City, said Tala. What else have I got? Oh, that Liverpool Football Club. Is that what you're talking about? Sorry. He could be deleting them because he doesn't have a blue spanner. I wasn't aware we could delete our own comments. Yes, you can. You can delete your own comments. That's one thing anybody can do. Nice one, VO. Congratulations. Did you have a couple of ribs removed, or are you just very flexible? If Liverpool win the Premier League title, I won't have sex for a week, said Robbie Hill. I mean, you're making it out like that's a big sacrifice, mate. But you can treat yourself. Irregulars will know what I mean there. You can treat yourself. Right, what have you got? Our own messages can be removed if we put something wrong into the chat. Message retracted. Exactly, said Joanne Fisher. You can remove your own messages. Thinking about using my house in Height, Liverpool as a B&B for travelling lads from Ireland. I've no idea what the law on that is, Brian, with regards to health and safety or anything like that, mate. Or if you're just going to do it on the QT, I mean, that's a whole another thing. Craig, should I phone Anfield and try and get tickets for next year? Is it too early? It's too early, mate. How can they sell you tickets to games that haven't been released yet? They can't sell anything, mate, until the fixtures come out. Otherwise, they'd be just selling fictional tickets. City keep on winning. They keep taking Man United fans, so fuck them. Or Man United fans that want them to win, so fuck them. It's mad. Said Tony. Right, guys, I am going to call it a night. I'm absolutely shattered. The beauty of the Premier League is a different club coming in every year. Manchester City want to ruin that. Said the Irish Beard. We just need all the teams City face to keep fit, said Jay Kismet. Roberto to score 2 tomorrow, Mane to score 2, VVD to score 2 and a 6-0 win. Okay, right, guys, I'll be here at 1:45 tomorrow for the watch along of the Liverpool Fulham game. I hope you can join us for that. We'll also have a post-match show immediately afterwards, and then we'll have a late night stream tomorrow night. And after that, I'm going to take a few days off. So I hope you can join me for one of the streams at least tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit that button on the way out. And of course, please do drop a like on the stream. Yeah, I think that's about it tonight, guys. Looking forward to the game tomorrow. Get a good night's sleep. Enjoy your Saturday. Happy St. Patrick's Day if I don't talk to you tomorrow. Until then, take care of your families. Tell your loved ones that you love them. And up the motherfucking Reds.